Big concerns over local highways and roads as we get closer to the winter season. You may remember the chaos that ensued across our area when we were hit with that snow and ice storm earlier this year. We had dangerous driving conditions on the roads.
How could we forget that? Cars were in gridlock traffic for so many hours that it forced people to abandon their vehicles on the highways. Well, now budget cuts could make those problems even worse.
Fox 12's Drew Marine joins us now with the services ODOT is planning to reduce because of the reduced funding.
Yeah, the Oregon Department of Transportation says roads may not be as safe this winter because they are scaling back services like plowing. Some highways that normally get cleared 4 times a day will get cleared once a day, if at all, though they will focus their efforts on main highways and trouble spots. As drivers start moving to more fuel-efficient and fully electric vehicles, they're using less gas. While this has a positive impact on the environment, it means less money for the Oregon Department of Transportation, which relies on the state's gas tax for their budget.
The gas tax has been such a reliable source of funding for maintenance and operations for ODOT, really, for the last century. But we can't rely on this anymore.
Spokesperson Don Hamilton says because of this decline in funding from the tax for their 2023 to 2025 budget, Oregonians will see impacts on roads and highways, especially during the winter.
We're not going to be able to plow the major roads as frequently as we have in the past. People are going to notice this if we get hit by a major storm. There are major roads that we used to plow 4 times in a day during a winter storm. We're maybe going to be able to get to those once a day.
He says this is because they're having a tough time filling positions within ODOT, and due to inflation, sand, salt, and de-icer have become more expensive, so they'll be reducing the amount they'll apply to state highways. But ODOT says they'll still prioritize routes like Interstates 5, 205, and 84.
The roads may not be as safe this winter as they have in the past. We're going to try to get them filled as quickly as we can, as best we can, to get these roads cleared as quickly as we can.
So are drivers supposed to accept that roads won't be as safe? Hamilton says they'll just have to be extra cautious when conditions are dicey.
During the winter, when it's slick on the roads, all motorists need to take care of themselves. They're going to need to take extra care because we're not going to be able to keep the roads maintained as much as we have otherwise in the past.
And these impacts go beyond the winter season. They also say drivers can expect to see more graffiti and debris on the highway because they'll be scaling back those services, and they won't be restriping edge lines on highways like OR 173 from Government Camp to Timberline.
We try to do as good a job as we can to maintain the roads, make our roads look good. We're going to do as good a job as we can when it comes to the spring.
Hamilton says there are a few alternative funding options that they'll propose in the 2025 legislative session, but he also says they could get money from the state's general fund. We reached out to Tina Kotek's office and we got this statement from her. Our state highway system is facing a structural funding challenge that legislators will need to address when they take up a transportation package in 2025. Our office is also exploring what options may exist in the immediate. Live in Northwest Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.
A tough situation. Thank you, Drew.